coolest thing a guy can do is to be bleeding and not know it and have someone else point it out.
So I do have a really cool story about this. It was my first fight for Bellator, and Bellator never wanted me in. Man, they said, if you win 3 fights, we'll put you in their $100,000 tournament. Oh, this was like 12 years ago or so, Bjorn Rebney was still in there. Bjorn just didn't like me for whatever reason. He said, win 3 fights, and we'll put you in. So I won my 3 fights outside of Bellator. Then I got there, and they said, fine, but you're not in the tournament yet. You have to beat somebody, and then we'll put you in the tournament. So they put me against this guy, Carl Amassu. Carl Amassu's a stud. He was a very, very talented fighter. He's a Frenchman, kickboxing. I think he was a policeman over in France as well. Judo. He's got a good judo background. I have some judo training partners, not, humble brag. Terry Sokaju is a training partner of mine. Yeah. And Terry has hurt everybody at one point or another. Terry Sokaju is the reason Dan Henderson had to pull out of his title fight against John Jones. Ugh. So anyways, I was set. I was ready. It was good to go. And we, squared off. It was a good fight. I was a little bigger than him. I was feeling good about this. Fight started, and he kicked the shit out of me round 1. He immediately, bop, bop, bop. He judo tossed me. He broke 2 of my ribs with that first toss. So I'm the bottom. He just broke 2 of my ribs. I turn into him, and my ribs oh my God, my ribs. So immediately I turn away. He mounts me, just boom, boom, throws some elbows, and it's rough going. Towards the end of the round, 30 seconds left, I get back on top, and I start doing Donkey Kong punches, doing anything I can to try and save the round. I did not save the round. I get back to the corner. My wife, my dad, and the cut man all rush to me, and they start talking to me and everything. And the cut man's going to town like this and that, and so as I'm thumping on him, I rewind a few seconds. As I'm thumping on him, there's blood everywhere. And in my head, I remember thinking this day, I said, where did I cut him? I don't remember there being so much. How did I cut him? Oh, then I get back to the corner. My dad, my wife, girlfriend at the time, fiance at the time, McKee, came back to the corner. Cutman came in, and they're just stitching me together. And they're telling me, do this, do that. I said, oh my God, it's better on the. I said, where's he bleeding from? He said, he's not bleeding, Sam. You are. It's oh my God. At the time, it was the bloodiest fight in Bellator history. He just cut me twice. They weren't even big cuts, but he cut me twice. Blood everywhere. I came back, round 2, round 3, won the fight. Broken rib cuts, whole 9 yards. I won the decision at the end. He gassed himself out, whooping my ass round 1. Round 2 and 3, I came back, did what I had to do, and I won the fight. So we got rushed to the hospital afterwards because I was bleeding and broken ribs and everything. And they took the x-ray. Said, yeah, your ribs are broken. I said, yeah, I know. Said, hey, let's, we can't sew the head. We got to staple you. I said, okay, staple me, numb me up and all that. He said, we don't need to do the numbing because the numbing, we have to prick you more times and it really doesn't help that much anyways. I said, no, okay, just staple me. My wife said, Sam, you should numb it. Have them numb you. I said, I'll be fine. He said I'll be fine. It just staples. I should have been numbed. They stapled me. It was 5 or 6. It was either 3 in each or 3 in one and 2 in the other. They stapled me. It's holy shit, what are you doing? So don't worry, we're almost done. So that was 1. How many more? 5 or 6. And then he staples me again. I mean, I'm almost crying. Hurts way more than the broken ribs at this point. He's just stapling my head. For those of you that don't know how to do staples in the head, it's literally just a staple gun. They put it to your head and they go thunk, thunk. He stapled me, like I said, 5 or 6 staples, and it sucked. It hurt so much. I was very upset by not numbing it. My wife to this day holds it against me that I didn't listen to her, and yeah, should have listened to her. Weeks go by, staples. It's like a week go by. You can take the staples out. So I took the staples out myself. That didn't hurt, and I feel real manly being able to do that. But yeah, that's my story about bleeding in a fight and just not knowing about it and thinking it's just the coolest thing that's ever happened. Hey, how about you guys? Sorry, I'm trying to get better at this YouTube thing. Have you guys any awesome stories about bleeding and not knowing about it? Like, share, comment, tell me. And if it's a cool enough comment, I'll make a whole video on that too. But that's my bleeding and not knowing about it story.